Hello, hello. Pardon me. I just woke up. That's the first thing I've said. um, Second day of unleavened bread. Today is the second day of unleavened bread. So today we celebrate the number 2. So hopefully you watched the first video. Pardon me. Gosh dang it. Hope that wasn't too loud. Part of the healing power of the cross is it uses the number 7, the number of completion. So we have the days of unleavened bread where we celebrate each number and think about that. Today we're thinking about the number 2. So like we said before, if there's just one point floating in space, it's neither big nor small, far nor near anything else, okay? It's you know, but then when you have number 2, now you finally have the concept of differences, you know, there's things that are different. So of course the proper way to count is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but starts with 0. 0 being the vagina and 1 being the phallic, of course. But the thing is number 1 is before any kind of duality, any kind of, you know, like we see the world in all this duality, like there's, you know, male and female, black and white, yin and yang, you know, negative and positive, and we see things from our perspective as everything like that. But number 1 is beyond all of that. So number 1 is really both genders. It's number 1 is number 0 and number 1 kind of rolled all up in together. Really, technically, it's number 1, and then there's the 0 is the negative vowels. We say there's three negative vowels above number 1, but that's just because of the meaning of the number 3. Number 3 kind of means, you know, and all the others. So we know there's, you know, probably an infinite number or no set number or whatever. It's just beyond numbers and human reasoning once you get up into the negative vowels. So number 1 is it's by gender, and it has there's no duality about it. So number 2, there's still no duality. The numbers above the abyss, we're talking about the Kabbalah. We're talking about the Sephirah, the tree of life, and which is what the Kabbalah is all about. And it's the meaning of the numbers 1 through 10, and the tetragram, which is YHWH, Yahweh, the name of Jehovah. Yahweh is the tetragrammation. YHWH is the tetragram. It's fire, water, air, and earth. YHWH, pronounced Yahweh. That's number 4. But the concept of God, so in the tree of life, we have some of the numbers are above the abyss and some of the numbers are below the abyss. And the things above the abyss are beyond our understanding for the most part, you know. But there's only 3 numbers above the abyss. And the number of Jah has 4 numbers, but it's fire, water, air, and earth. YHWH. So H is a repeat of the second to show that when fire, water, and air are one, you have manifestation of form. That's why it's earth. Fire, water, air, and earth. You know, the idea, the feeling, the thinking, when all those are one, you know, the passion, the creativity, the idea, the thinking, the intuition, the spirituality, not the thinking, the feeling, the spirituality, the intuition, and then the thinking and the words and the intellectuality. When those are one, it crosses the abyss and becomes earth, which is earth, is the manifest world is earth. So number 4 is the first number across the abyss, and it's part of the upper polarity, number 6 being the individual self. So the truth is above the abyss there's a polarity, but the polarity hasn't been formed yet. Number one is beyond the concept of needing polarities and there even being polarities. Number two is formed, and it's going to later form a polarity with number three, see? So number two is a masculine energy. So there's also the what's called the right column and the left column. When you're facing the Sephiroth, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's two sides like this, and then the abyss is right there. So numbers 1, 2, 3 are above the abyss, and all the others are below it. So it goes 1, 2. To follow the numbers in order is called the lightning flash. If you take the lightning flash from 1, 2, 3, cross the abyss to 4, 4 is on this side, and on this below the abyss on this side, it's actually a feminine energy. All of the ones on this side are feminine energies, and all the ones on this side are masculine energies. But above the abyss, this side is masculine, and this side is feminine. It's switched. And that's obviously because it like our understanding, our overstanding of things is on the other side of the abyss. We just kind of know what those things mean, but they're beyond our understanding, really. Who Jah really is beyond our understanding. Who 1, 2, and 3 are is beyond our understanding. Number 4 is just barely across the abyss, so it's pretty much beyond our understanding too. It's an archetype. All gods are made by the hand of man. By the time the concept of the deity is made manifest, it's on the other side of the abyss, because it's been explained, it's been defined, it's been put into a word, Yahweh, and therefore its imperfections and limits and everything make it something across the abyss. So we're starting to form the upper polarities, and on this side, starting with number 2, is a masculine side. It's the corresponding Hebrew word is netzach, and its color is gray. So 1 is white, 2 is gray, and 3 is black. Black being all the colors. Its word being bina, which means unity. And then keter is none of the colors. White is none of the colors. Black is all the colors. 2 is gray. It's something in between. It's something in between none of the colors and all of the colors. So see, you can see how that explains it really well, what it is. So it's all the cards in the tarot deck, all the minor arcana cards that have 2, the 2 of cups, the 2 of wands, the 2 of swords, the 2 of pentacles, those are all different aspects of the number 2. And that's what that means, So number 2 is masculine. Even though number 1 is a phallic symbol, it also has a vagina too. It has a penis and a vagina. Number 2 just has a penis. And then tomorrow we'll celebrate the 3rd day, and that's and then the upper polarity will be made. Something interesting, the pathway that connects number 1 and number 2 is the magician. Okay? And then the pathway that connects number 2 and number 3 is Mother Nature. It's the Empress card. So Roman numeral 3 is on that card, see? So we go number 1, number 2, and then the pathway is the Mother Nature. So through nature, we can go to number 3 and unify all the concepts thus far above the abyss in the concept of Mother Nature. Remember how I was saying? The jaws are kind of more, it's better represented as a feminine energy, and then worshiping is a masculine energy. So anyway, so that is number 2. Today is the celebration of number 2.